I cannot believe it. Yet it must be so. Else he would not have said it. Who could it be? Could it be my brother James, or Andrew, or Peter? Or could it be me? John, the beloved disciple. Is it I? Is it I?
Really good.
I'm Simon. Simon the Zealot. Before Jesus called me, I was with a band of hot-headed, bloodthirsty vigilantes known as the Zealots. We believed in crushing our enemy to establish the ancient era that was Israel in the days of David and Solomon. But then Jesus said to me, there's another kind of conquest, the conquest of the human heart, where God reigns supreme. When I heard that, I changed my mind, and I changed my allegiance. He told me that the conquest of the heart was the only true and lasting conquest. I surrender to him unconditionally, to think as he thinks, to love as he loves, to obey as he obeys, and to serve as he serves. I'm no longer afraid of Rome. Well, Rome is mighty, but God is almighty. The Master has told us that there is a spiritual Roman among us, one who would do by force what we can only conquer with love. Who could it be? Could it be Matthew, the publican? Could it be the big fisherman, or his brother? Or does he suspect me, since I'm the only former zealot among us? Is it I? Is it I?
My brother Andrew and I were fishing in the Sea of Galilee one afternoon, casting our nets into the sea, when Jesus walked by and said, "Follow me and I will make you fishers of men." We immediately left our nets and followed him. On another morning he said, "Simon, put out into the deep and let down your nets for a catch." I said, "Master, we've toiled all night and caught nothing. But at your word, I will let down the nets." We caught so many fish, we had to summon other nearby boats to contain the catch. When we got back to the shore, I fell at Jesus' feet and I cried out, "Depart from me, O Lord, for I am a sinful man." But he told us that we would thereafter be fishing for men. He even changed my name to Peter, which means stone. Felt pretty confident of myself right about then. Immovable like the rock, my God. And then later at Caesarea Philippi, I was the first to proclaim him or profess him to be the Christ, the Son of the living God. But then a moment later, when I protested his going to Jerusalem to suffer death at the hands of evil men, he rebuked me, said, "Get thee behind me, Satan." So I feel like a mixture of good and evil, of godliness and wickedness. Tonight, when he said one of us would betray him, I said, "I'll go with you to the death." Then he warned me, he said, I'm gonna deny him 3 times before the rooster crows twice. Yeah, the others call me the big fisherman, but in his presence I feel so small and unworthy. Will I deny him before the rooster crows? And if I do, what will he do? Will he disown me? Will he deny me? Will he close the doors of the kingdom to me? Was he referring to me when he said one of you will betray me? If I knew who the scoundrel was, I'd pierce his heart with a sword I hold in my hand. But maybe I'd be piercing my own heart. Oh God, don't let it be so! And I keep wondering and saying to myself, Lord, is it I? Is it I?
Who is it?
It is one of the 12 who dipped with me in the dish.
Wow.
Do what you must and do it quickly. It is with fervent desire I've desired to eat this Passover meal with you before I suffer. For I will not eat of it until it is fulfilled in the kingdom of God. Take and divide of this amongst yourselves. For I will not drink of the fruit of the vine until the kingdom of God has come. This is my body, which is given to you. Do this in remembrance of me. And this is my cup. It is the new covenant in my blood, which is shed for you. Do this in remembrance of me. Let us sing a hymn.
I will call upon the Lord, who is worthy to be praised. Shall I be saved from my enemies? The Lord liveth, and blessed be the rock, and let the God of my salvation be exalted. The Lord liveth, and blessed be the rock, and let the God of my salvation be exalted. I will call upon the Lord, who is worthy to be praised. So shall I be saved from my enemies. The Lord liveth, and blessed be the rock, and let the God of my salvation be exalted. The Lord liveth, and blessed be the rock, and let the God of my salvation be exalted.
Let us go pray.
every one of them, thought that there was something about their life, about their character, about their attitude, that Jesus would have construed as a betrayal. We know that the betrayer was Judas. And yet there wasn't a man at that table that didn't think that they could have